Yo, what up, folks? Let me drop some stuff on Twitter here. I stream a little bit before bed. I figured. What's the? I feel like there should be an easier way to grab the URL for this stuff. All right, let's see. Ooh, let me hide that stuff. Oh man, what's that guy's name? No, Primogen's one of them for Prime, and it's Matt Pocock? Yeah. Drop it in. All right, all right. All right, so Twitter discussion that happened earlier today. I think somewhere in here. It's from Matt's stuff. Where's Matt's? I am on Twitter way too much, as you can tell. I can't even find the thing I was looking for in my notifications. I'll just go to Matt's profile and find it there, I guess. Was it here? I think it was on this thread. Saying about doing the numbers. Man, am I going crazy? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Yeah. So I let Matt and Primogen know that if they wanted their own version here of doing the numbers with their face on it and Trash Dev's lawyer threatening legal action, uh, just to let me know. And Matt liked it. So I'm assuming that means he wants one. So we're going to make one for Matt. I'm going to leave the eyes in there too. It's liked by a third person that I guess has blocked me. The best I can tell. That's cool. I probably deserve to be blocked. I've been shit posting too much recently. All right, but let's get Matt's picture here. We'll even let him keep the turbo repo heart, even though he should be using NX. All right, let's mask it up. All right, get that in. Let me do this real quick. Yeah, I missed a whole chunk of him. And let me touch up the edges. There we go. Oh, I missed part of his face here too. Hang on. All right. Those edges in. Might have missed a bit of his head. Oops. It's hard because, yeah, the background's not the best for this. Oops, wrong one. All right, I think that's good. Let me check it. Yeah, it's having a hard time with the background, but I think that's good enough. And let's get rid of me. Which layer was me? Is this it? Yeah. Get me out of here. Actually, before I do, let me create a copy. Save as. Cool. I want to have it facing the other way, but I don't want to mess up the TS or the turbo repo, I guess. I'm just gonna not worry about it too much. All right. Flip. Yeah. Gotta figure out how to get him to block all of the other guy. There we go. Let's turn him a little bit. There we go. That looks good enough to me. Shipping it. I will never fully understand Photoshop, but I like to think I've gotten decent enough at it that I can just do something when I need to. All right. Where'd Chrome go? Send this over to Matt. Hey. Caleb's another guy from NX here. It looks like he just bought my course. All right, let's go back. Where did I? Yeah, there we go. Boom. Let me throw in a cheap shot about Turbo Repo. Well, I wonder if Turbo Repo blocked me. Yep, probably not. If I could still tag him. All right. I hope that's not too incendiary towards Turbo. All right, time for Prime. Where are you at, Prime? Wonder why everyone seems to be facing like it's a left to right orientation in almost everyone's profile pictures, I feel like, including my own. So it's whatever. All right. Let's make a new copy for Prime. Primogen or Primegen? I don't know. I don't know how you spell it. All right. And we'll drop in prime. And this should be really easy to mask, actually, because of his background. Let me put on the blue anyways, just to make sure. It's actually having a kind of a hard time with it too. I wonder what's going on here. Is that part of? I don't know. Weird. All right, let's touch it up a little bit. Oh, hang on, I missed a whole section. Guess we get rid of that. It's clearly already photoshopped this, and I don't know what's going on exactly there. If that's part of his shirt or if it's like a shadow. Anyways, there you go. Miss anything over here? All right. Crop it out. And too far. We'll flip him. Prime, you look better left to right, by the way. I don't know what it is. There we go. Let's get him looking at it a little bit. Excellent. All right, that'll do it. No. Oh man. Photoshop. You son of a. I think we had it a little bigger. There we go. All right. So I needed to hit that. There you go. Save it. We'll get this out to Prime. Save. All right. I had to think of something clever to say to Prime. So we'll just drop it in. Let's just say don't use it for evil. Perfect. So Primeagen does have an EA. Primeagen. Primeagen. Noted. All right. We go get into all right. So we're going to get into some coding next. So I'm going to do a video this week about indexing databases. And I want to do some series along the lines of like doing like a series on like database ideas but for JavaScript developers. So indexing is going to be the first one, and yeah, pretty much going to just show how, if you use a hash map for constant type lookups, that's pretty much the same thing as indexing a database. So I'm going to start by, I want to demonstrate that with like a calendar app, I think, just to show how slow things get if you do if you do like array.find everywhere when you're trying to find something, especially when it's nested inside of some other stuff, like or arrays and arrays, and how time complexity gets crazy then. So how hash maps really help you speed that up. So hash map, I'm just going to use an object literal, and then yeah, and hopefully show how like doing the same thing as hash mapping will do the same thing in Postgres. I actually don't know exactly how Postgres does indexing. I know what it's doing, like in essence, but I actually don't know like when it creates an index, is it keeping it in memory? Is that index staying in memory, or is it being written to disk, or what? So we'll find out. Probably not tonight. I think we're just going to look at coding this calendar app tonight. So I'll create an NX workspace. And we'll just use React for this. Latest. And we'll say, I don't know, calendar app. Go to integrated and use React, so we can use the React code gen. Call the app calendar. And CSS is fine, I think. And we'll get that fired up. All my dependencies are installing. Let me see. I think I had an article on Dev2 at some point that I put up. Dev2 was such a crapshoot. It felt like in terms of whether if you posted something, whether it would pick up or not. Oh man, this one did some numbers. I don't think it had nearly this many the last time I took a look at it. Oh Lord, like 8,000. That's like legit. I wish I could get that many views on my YouTube videos. Hey, we'll get there. All right. But let's see. I think this is the one I was thinking of. Yeah, so I'm gonna. Should I post a repo for this? I think there was just some like reasonable utilities I had made for this that I might could reuse. Yeah, better types. Did I post the repo? I know I had a stack blitz, so if nothing else, I'll open up the stack blitz and try to salvage that for some parts. There's the stack blitz. All right, I don't see a repo, so I'm just gonna jump to the stack blitz. All right. The calendar, and I'll open up code. Move this to the other screen. All right. Let's see for calendar app. Is there a way? Tailwind, yeah. Set up Tailwind for calendar app real quick. Code gen to get TypeScript or Tailwind installed real quick. Okay. What exactly did that do? Okay, I guess it just made a post CSS and a Tailwind config for us. We go ahead and serve it and make sure things are working. All right. Let me do this since we're streaming. I'm down to the one screen. I'll do like to the left is code, to the right is the app. Cool. And let's see. I think I'll start by grabbing some of that stuff for from the other app just to try to get a calendar up. I think the way I want to go is I want to take things to. I think I want the example to be we have a whole bunch of people like in memory on side of our JavaScript app, like probably like 100 people, and then probably like each person has 100 events. Maybe let me do it in TypeScript so we can see uh like some sort of interface new file, just like interfaces.ts, I guess. All right, so like if the interface is going to be client data, then I think so. So like this is an object that's going to hold all the data for our front end. It's going to be like users, which is going to be an array, a bunch of objects, and we'll give it like an ID. So that's going to be unique. Name is not necessarily unique, and then it will have like events. And so just imagine it nested inside of here. And this event will have an ID. We'll make it a string. So that'll be unique again. Name, not necessarily unique. And then I guess a date. Make that a string just because we want to be sane and not actually work with dates. I had somewhere. I thought I made a stack blitz I was like putzing around with earlier. Let me see if I can find it. Just to like create a random date we can use. Is this it? Oh, that's the habit tracker. I think it must be this one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I was just doing the same thing here, but we'll do like we'll export this function to create a random valid date string. Beautiful. So this will give us like, should I pad it? Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, so this will give us a date just in terms of like month/day. And that way we can get the date for this string right here. So the idea for what we want to have is just like a calendar like this. It's going to show 1 month. We'll have like a select box which you can pick one of the 12 months of the year. We'll have a drop down for all our users. So all the users at the top level of the array, we'll be able to pick one of them. And once you have a date and a user selected, it'll just show on the calendar how many events they have, right? So I want this to just be purposefully very poorly performant at the first run because we're just going to use like find, like array.find to find stuff for the events the first time around. And then we'll show how if you hash map things, it's just like lightning blazingly fast, I think is the way Primogen always calls it. So hopefully we can see that transition. But yeah, we'll go to our app. Yeah, let's get rid of the tests. Not doing tests today, boys. Not today. Clear this thing out. Boilerplate. Get it out of here. And can clear that out. Let's just start with a div. That's good. All right. So I guess what do we want to do here? We'll just have like start with a function month drop down. I think I already did this in the in that little stack that's there too. Let me see if I can grab it. Index. Yeah, there we go. You can drop that in here. Turn to no. Yeah. Okay. Um, what exactly do we want this to have? So we'll say, I guess we'll like keep track of the month. So set or month, set month, use state of, oh gosh, do we do a union of these? Now let's just use a string or undefined. Okay. Then on value on change, is it? Change event. Just wanted to structure the target out of that. Just say target.value. Target.value. Set month. Target.value. Cool. Then I don't know. I guess we'll do something with month. How do we do this? I think it's just like value equals month to start. Let me check MDN real quick. I always forget with drop down menus. Okay. Okay, edit this. Value equals dog. Does it start with dog? What? Got rid of it. No, I guess we'll just try it in here. Say change is void change. Yeah, I guess we'll do like starting value. Value will be a string. Make that optional. Value equals month. I think that'll work. And then we'll say, I guess we'll use effect. Whenever our month changes, we'll have it so that on change with the month. I need to adjust the signature for that too. So on change is X is a string. Change, I guess this needs to be string or undefined. Oh. Wasn't it like about this? Okay. All right, let's see. We'll just see if that works. So we'll have like out here set month and selected month and set selected month. Use state. We'll just put like a 1 in there, so that would be January. This here month drop down. Month selected month. Oh, starting value. Starting value. And then on change, I don't know, we'll just do like console log it. Go, and we'll just put underneath there just the selected month. Sure, it's changing as we update it. All right, let's make sure that works. January, we do February. Oh, obviously, gotta do more than just log it. Console log it, and we'll set our selected month to X. Okay, it doesn't like this because it could be undefined. Ugh. Maybe I just make it so this always... Yeah, I'm going to get rid of undefined. Star value is now required. All right, good enough for me. Sure that still works. April. All right, done. All right. Next up, let's start by generating. Yeah, let's have create a new file over here. We'll call it sample data. So this would be export data is a, what do we call that? User, what is it in the interfaces? Client data. Client data. Oh, would help if I declared it. There we go. So we'll say our users, an empty array. And then, yeah, let's just start with that. So we'll make 100 users. For let I equals 0, I is less than 100. Actually, do just in case that's not apparent enough. Just make a constant for users, and I create user. Let me bring in Faker, I guess, real quick, just to get me some usernames. Okay. And how do we get usernames? Search name. Use random full name. Alright, so we'll say, how do we use that? Faker.name.find name. How do we import that? I don't use Faker all that often. We just try find name. Find name. Port. Find name. Faker. Name. What was it? Faker. What? Is it Faker I need to import from Faker? Faker. All right. Find name. Is deprecated? What's going on? His full name instead. Okay. Fair enough. Full name. Ooh. Let user ID counter 0. Say const b equals, and then we'll say constant events blank array. We'll do the same thing in here for, let's say, number events per user, say 100. I think that's probably enough to get the point across. So say events dot push create event. Cool. Create event. Let me add some typing to these real quick. Client data. There's. How do I pull this out of the array? I bet Matt Pocock would know this. But I do not. TypeScript, git, like pull out type from array. Yeah, extract. That's what I was looking for. Oh, yeah. Okay. Users number. Let's return. Oh, yeah. Then return name, ID, events. Yeah, let's do like so. Cool. So create event, we'll do the same thing. Client data, users, number, events, number. Beautiful typing here. Just beautiful. All right, const name. It's like Figure's got stuff for a thing, right? Thing. How do I get it? What's things? Okay. there's there's gotta be something. It's like an item, right? Maybe is there an event? No. System word. Ooh, we can get fancy with this. And say like adverb, verb, adjective, noun. Let's see how in depth is this? Word, adjective. Okay, that's not that bad. All right, let's do that. So say is faker. Yeah. Word, adverb, faker, word. It might get messed up by like adverbs sometimes have to be in front and other times have to be behind the verb, right? So I'm gonna be surprised, interested to see how this plays out. But then we'll say faker dot word dot adjective. I think same for adjective. Faker dot word noun. This is like slowly walk the cool dog or something like that. That'll be the name of an event. And then constant ID equals to do the same thing for this. Let event ID counter 0. Event ID counter plus plus. Turn name ID and then what do we call it in here? Create random date. Eh. Create random date. Excellent. All right. So out of the top level for loop now, we'll just have data.users.push create user. All right, let's see what we got here. And I'll import underneath here. We'll just do like instead of a pre, we'll say data JSON.stringify data null. All right, let's see. Didn't call the function. Wait, what was it for? This is the name of her event. The name of the event? Really? Yep. That's dumb. Give no. All right, let's try now. What the hell? Okay, this is going to work excellent. Unnaturally worship the red teen. Oh, crazy. On April 9th. Excellent. Kristen Kremlin, you terrible person. And roughly neutralize the relay. Oh, that worked. That worked surprisingly well. Christian's got some interesting holiday plans coming up. All right. I'm actually going to take all this and just store it because this one came out pretty well, I guess, as we can tell. So this will save us from like having to run this, because right now we're actually generating all of these inside the JavaScript runtime. Oh God, it might take us a while to get to the bottom of it. Just select it all, and we'll chop off. Excuse me. I'll chop off the starting part. Okay, so instead of this, say down here, export const data. Same thing, client data equals, now we'll dump it. Oh wait, I didn't grab it. Copy. What are you doing? What are you doing to me here, Chrome? Paste. 50,000 lines. Huh. Get rid of that. So, let me. Let's just. So we've generated our data here. I'm just gonna get rid of all this stuff, but I'll leave it as a comment in case we need to actually do more. But I think this is probably going to be enough. Yeah. I think that's probably going to be enough to like get our point across. But doesn't it like? Oh, I got it. All right. So we're still the same over there. All right, and we can get rid of now this line. We know we don't need to see our data there, but we do want to have a drop down. So we'll make this a user drop down. We'll just copy the month drop down and start from there. User drop down, starting value string. And then we'll say user drop down, I guess. I don't need the ID actually. I'll just get rid of that for now. Maybe we'll need it later. User and set user use state, and this is going to be the client data users number. We'll just that should be starting value. Why doesn't it like starting value? Oh yeah, I'm duh. Okay, so this is going to be like that too. I might should have made an alias from this type. That's all right. So just like when we initialize it, we'll start out with what's her face, the creepy girl that worships red teenagers. Okay, so we'll say on change user, a user, and on change, and then whenever our form changes, we'll also set. Oh geez, set user. Target value. Is it always a string? Been in Angular too long. I guess we'll say this is the ID. Well, we'll even start doing it here. Like, yeah, this is going to be bad already, but it'll illustrate the concept. I'm just not sure if it's going to annoy me so much that I'll need to change it. But yeah, we'll say constant user equals data dot users dot find some user dot name or no, user.id equals target.value. Okay. And then we'll say set user. If not user, I don't know. Throw new error. Able to find user at selected ID target value. Okay, and then our value is going to be user.id. Then we can get rid of all of these. We're going to have one option. It's going to map over our data. Right there. So we'll say data.map. So for each user inside of our data, data.users.map. There you go. For each user, key be the user ID. Values will also be the user ID. Then inside of the thing here, we'll have their name. So user.name. Gotta close the paren, I guess. All right, let's see. And then we'll put it up here into our app. So we'll say our user drop down starting value equals user dot or data users 0. And on change user selected user state data users 0. Let's put good user in there. Then on change never get used to this part of TSX, I feel like. All right. Sure. On change, we'll say set selected user to that user. Then over here, I guess, rid of, just do a pre, make sure that's working all right. JSON stringify our selected user, selected null 2. Right. Doesn't it like about this? What did I do? I needed to kill that? Okay. There we go. All right, let's see. Kristen badly husk the neighboring credential. This is perfect. I love Faker now. I did not expect this to go this well. Upwardly slam the anxious affidavit. Loosely sense the oily evolution. On 225, excellent. Questioningly decipher the personal beanie. It's beautiful. All right. All right, so that's working fine. Let's get rid of. I need to be looking at that. All right, now I'm going to see, I guess next, once we have our two drop downs, we're going to jump into the calendar view. And just like, I guess, essentially render the calendar. And then we're going to put any of the events for that month on the calendar. So, excuse me. So yeah, I guess we'll jump into the stack blitz I've been looking at. There it is. Let's see. I don't think this is like particularly well sectioned, but I think this is essentially it for like the presentational piece of it. Just like we'll have to. Dates suck so bad. Week names, stop map. Habit tracker. Where do I use the habit tracker? Habit tracker, start day, calendar date. All right. We'll probably figure this out. I guess I'll start by grabbing the calendar utils. We'll drop it in. New file, calendar utils. Yes. And then we'll break out. Maybe we just start by breaking out like the calendar component and like start working on it from there. Oh, no. I just want a new file. We'll call it calendar. So let's think about this. We'll export function calendar and export default calendar. So calendar or calendar? Calendar. Okay. So export interface calendar props. So we'll actually say we need a month. That should be a string. Actually, let's use the format that this thing had. Because now we have the utils. Maybe. Yeah, look, we even have days per month. All right. I hate to get rid of our beautiful our beautiful generated events, but I think I'm going to, just because my previous way of generating a random date just went from 1 to 28 to make sure it was a valid date. But now with the utils, we can add that in. So let's do that. So we'll change this and we'll run the thing again. So we'll say math.random times times months dot length and export const times days per month of our month. Uh months. Month minus 1. So that will give us a proper month and day. Let's return this as months. Month minus 1. Go. All right. And we'll regen the data real quick. Sample data. Boom. Comment this out for now. Bring all this back. Let's try that again. Inside the top level, put this back in. All right. Copy all of this. Courageously declare the celebrated diabetes. Faker is the best choice ever. Okay. Sample data. Turn this all back off. Client data equals paste. Especially provoke the educated data. Yes. Rid of this extra stuff. Nice. All right. So for our calendar, going back to our calendar, we'll have our month, which is a month type. No, not that kind of month. It's not a thing. Type month equals. Got to export it. What was I thinking? No. Month. We'll have a user ID, which is a string. So this will be like the person's. No, we won't even manage this. This will just be. We'll say here's our events. Do we want to do that? Because I want to make sure we show how bad it is to do the bad thing. Feel like we won't even use that. We'll just say, what's the month? And then we'll just import our data right into this prop. Let's do that. Import data from sample data. So we won't have that. Is that all we need? Then it's just the date? I think so. Like, or not the date, but the month. We'll need the month from the selected thing. Oh, we do need the user. Yeah, that's right. So we'll say selected user ID. So we will give like the ID, but we're not going to pass through the. We're gonna have to like parse out the data inside of the function. So I think that's good. Anything else there? I think that's it. Cool. So yeah, now we'll take a look at here. Just say, how did I do this for the habit tracker thing? Say week names. What's week names? Create habit tracker template data from details. What? This is me looking over my old code. Template data. What did this look like? Week names. It's like just week 1, week 2. Push new week name. Yep, that's all. That's literally all it was. I guess that was just so I could hash map it, so I could like jump right into the week I actually cared about. Um, create habit tracker data. So this was giving us, so there's the week names, there's the data, habit tracker data, record of string to habit tracker week. Okay, so that's like where the week is. So I'll have to like adjust this to be like events per week, because that's what we'll want to do. So we'll say here's some weeks, and then for each one of those weeks, here's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But hmm. Yeah, let's do that. I was just thinking maybe that instead of the record of week names to like events, it should be uh yeah, it should be like an array so we could show it even more, but no, that's fine. Okay, so we'll say where did I actually create the render for this? So inside of this is really what I need, I guess. Is the grade calls call 7. So we'll say return call 7. Then inside of each week, we'll say days of the week dot map date result last week. Then we'll return this div. Eh, then this div should just be the date number. Okay. Let's see if we can do that. I think that's everything we map over. And let's see. Days of the week. Trap this in the brackets. Guess that was. If we collapse that, it goes to right there. So actually, we just need that. So now we can start importing some stuff from our utils. We can go from there. Data.week name, days of the week. Okay, so that's talking about something else. So we'll have to do something in here like so we'll have constant set events maybe. Yeah. Set events constant events set events use state, and we'll say this is of type client data users number events number. All right. Or undefined, I guess. So we'll do a use effect here, I guess. Use effect. So whenever our props change, this is month and selected user ID, calendar props. Whenever month or selected user ID changes. So this will be where we have our algorithm to set our events. Let's do user maybe here. User. I think just to illustrate the point more. So whenever that changes, this doesn't actually care about the month anymore. Say data.users.find, because we're doing it the bad way. User.id equals the selected user ID. Set user based on that. Right. And then inside of here, really it's going to be, it's going to have to be like for each one of the dates in the month, we'll have to do it. I don't know. It's rough. Hey, hang on. Let me check over on the Discord. I just got a thing. Fire. Thanks, dude. To make sure my other issue about the course isn't. There's nothing new on that. Ugh. So much stuff. Jeff's Discord. He's too popular. Here, no. All right. All right, back to it. I guess the way to do it, if we want to do this, so we'll get the user. Like I don't even need to do this inside of user. Let's just make a function for it instead. And I think that will be best because then we can demonstrate everything that everything bad about this in like one code block. So we'll say get events per day. And this will return a calendar props. No, I want this to be a client data users number events. That'll be an array, right? All right. So we'll say here's where the bad stuff will come in, I guess. We'll say okay, for const user of data.users. Then inside here we'll say for const event of data of user dot events. So for every we're gonna go through every user and then go through every event, and then if user ID is equal to selected user ID and event dot date dot starts with month, and we'll say events is client data users number events equals an empty array. If all those things match, then we'll push it onto events. Events push event. So get events. We'll say for day. This will be. Oh, so this we'll need one for each of these. So actually, let's say so day is just a string. This will be like the formatted string that we mentioned. So here we'll return the events. Then here, so instead of the event date starts with, we'll say the event date is equal to the day. There we go. So purposely bad. Don't do this. I'm just illustrating a point here. All right. So for days of the week. So this will be clamped to a certain month. So let me see. Just look in the calendar util, see if there's something I can break out there. Is there like a starting? How do I know like what's the what day of the week is January 1st? Do I set that anywhere? See, a lot of this stuff I can just remove. Yeah, like some of this is designed to be a little different. I just want like a way previous calendar day, previous day. Don't need like almost I don't need hardly any of this. I just need like where do I figure out what day of the week the first is? This month, previous date, previous day, calendar day. The week. I guess it's got to be in here. Month, yeah, otherwise next calendar day. Yeah, I don't care at all about the streak stuff I was talking about before. I wonder if I was doing this like somewhere else. Like I was telling it, if I was passing in the first calendar day. So we'll say inside of the index here, start day. Oh yeah, that's where I'm saying it. So this is what it's like. I give it this, and then it like builds it out from there. So we'll just say, I guess we'll do. So this we'll clamp it to like 2022, and we'll just use our calendar app to like figure out what the first day of the week is. So we'll do that like here in the calendar component that we've got. So right here we'll just say const first days of the month is a record of third, yeah, of month to number, nope, to day of the week. Is that not getting exported? Yeah. Export day of the week. January, nope. January would be, all right, calendar. Actually, do this for like 2023. So that's a Sunday for January. Sunday. Oop. For Feb. February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Okay. Not calculator. Damn it. January, February is Wednesday. March is Wednesday as well. April is Saturday. May is Monday. June is Thursday. July is a Sunday again. August is Tuesday. Then September is a Friday. And October is a Sunday. November is Wednesday. And finally, December is Friday. Cool. All right. All right. So once we have the first days of the week, we'll say for each week, I guess we'll have to do like get weeks. So the idea will be we'll have a function outside of the scope of the, like this would really go in our calendar utils here, but we'll say function uh, get month eights, I guess. I don't know. So this will take a month, which is a month. This will return, it's like an array of a record of, so this would be like day of the week to a number. That's going to be an array. So like the idea is, so January starts on a Sunday. So the first one for Sunday is going to like just fill it out, and we're going to go up until like we get to the end of the month, and then we should have something that looks like this, I think. All right. So given a month, we'll say constant, or this will be let day of week equals first days of the month for the month. So this will be where we'll start here. Day of the week. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Sort of red squigglies some places. Okay. So then we'll just say for let I equals 1. I hate doing like 1 based stuff. We'll say 1 is less than it's like days per month. Yeah. Days per month. It's less than or equal to, because we're doing 1 based. Days per month of month to I plus plus. So we'll iterate on top, and then let's have const to return to all right. So we'll say, as we'll say here, push const push on blank week to return dot push. So we'll want just one thing. This should be a Sunday 0, Monday 0, Tuesday. Actually, find. So undefined, I guess. The idea for undefined would be is if this is at the start of the month and like it starts on a Monday, then Sunday should be undefined. Find. Yeah. Wednesday. Find. Thursday. Find. Friday. Find. And Saturday. So we'll start by pushing one on. Push on blank week. And we'll say at the bottom of here, if day of week equals Saturday. So if it's the last day of the week, we'll push on a new one here. Saturday, push on blank week. It's going to be like Saturday, and I is not equal to days of the week. Days per month. And return to return. Okay, so this will need to have this match type, so we'll just find it as such. Okay. So at the end of the loop, we're going to push on a blank week if we need to, and we'll also like day of week equals next day. I think I have that in here. Next, find next day of week. Let's make sure that gets exported. Next day of week, day of week. So that's just going to like cycle through the days and go to the next one. So in the meantime, while we're going through here, the idea is we say, so this is like to return. Do we have last? Isn't that a thing now with ES 2022? Yes, 2022 last item of array method. Yes, 22. I thought there was like a last one. I mean, I guess that works. It's the slice method. Pop. Pop is the fastest? Huh. If you don't want to change the array slice. All right, we'll just use slice. We'll say to return dot slice -1 dot geez, 0 dot and this is going to be a of week equals I. All right. So by the time we get to the end of this, we should have like something that looks right for the month dates. So now we can finally do up here. I'm just going to dump this all here actually inside of our calendar utils, just so it's like properly scoped. Just in case I come back to this in the future, then I need a nice calendar API. So give me something to work with. Support. All right. So now that we have our thing to pull all that together, here we can do this. So I guess we can do this with this is outside the scope of the bad stuff I wanted to put in there. So we'll say const get, what do I call? So we'll say month dates and set month dates. We'll change this just whenever the month changes. So set state. I'll grab this type, this ridiculous type. Right, and date. What's it like about this day of the week? Guess is this not imported? Hey, what's up, dude? Jonathan Gamble. Hey, I just saw you sent me a DM on Twitter, so I'll hit you up after the stream. I just didn't want to show it on stream. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, bro. Hope you have a good one. I'll see you next week. Jonathan's I think you're one of the mods at on the Fireship Discord. So he's a cool guy. But yeah. Let's get back to this. So we're going to say that state. We'll initialize it with undefined. So state. Is that not imported yet? Oh, set. Of course. And we'll say or undefined on that. And then we'll use the use effect. Well, here we'll say we'll just change this whenever our uh, month month property changes. We'll adjust to a new one. Yeah, man. Catch you later. Yeah. Hopefully have a good video for y'all. I'm hoping to drop this one, the one I'm working on right here, on Tuesday. So we'll see. It may be too ambitious. I also committed to doing something for like the crazy Angular conference that they're throwing together at the end of the month. Uh, I am trying to move away from being an Angular Andy, but man, when someone does something that cool, like this was just in response to, I guess, some really dumb conference shit going on, like dumb conference drama going on. It's just like, dude, we can just do a conference for free for everyone, like online, and it's not a big deal. Like you don't need to pay $500 or something for a conference ticket, and on top of that, by the way, you also got to pay for a hotel. On top of the hotel, you got to pay for like the travel if you're going to be flying out. So just seeing him do that, like put that conference together for free for everyone, I was just like, yeah, I gotta try to help if I can. So I committed to doing something for them on Friday too. So gonna have a couple late nights this week, I think, but it'll be worth it. But yeah, so every time the date changes, though, we'll set the month dates, and we'll just call that function we just made to get the month dates. Get month dates for that month. And yeah, now we should have, like, now it shouldn't be that weird to iterate through our month dates, is all. And cool. So here we'll say so this class grid, we actually want to like wrap this inside a mapper boy. Let me actually kill some of the stuff on the inside, I think. No, it'll be okay. We'll deal with the badness for a little bit. We'll say, so we want to map over those month dates we just sent, because that's really like the weeks. It's going to be an array of weeks. So we'll say month dates dot map. So we'll say for each week, we'll do one of these divs. Comma is expected. Okay, what did I do wrong there? Month dates. Week. There. Do I have to add like some stuff to the back end, I guess? Stop mapping. Close that. Still getting the comma. I need those brackets. Oh, let me get rid of this actually, because I've moved this all over to the calendar utils API file. Object is possibly undefined. All right. Easy enough. Okay. So we can get rid of this. We can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. And we'll say here for day of the week. Here we'll say week and I. is I think I'm just doing different styles for like the different like first week we're going to like give different corners different rounding. So let's say is first week equals I is equal to 0. Const is last week. I is equal to month dates dot length. All right. Last name. This was like if we're out of bounds. So this is just really if so this is week. No, really, this is just if day of the week should just be a number or undefined, right? Oh, I see. Okay, so that's definitely going to be something. But if we say week, day of week equals undefined, then we should be out of bounds. What is this not like? Number or undefined can't be used. What is day of week any? Oh, day of the week. There you go. All right. So this one is just is first week, which would be just is last week is first week. And here you go. Last week. Key equals. Ugh. I mean, this is just I guess. It'll be good enough for key in it. And then background image. Okay, so this is where I add the background image or not. So we'll just do something else for this. Yeah, I think it's fine to just get rid of all of that. Then inside of here, so instead of date, this is just this is just week, day of the week. Week, day of the week. Put like an if in here. Week, day of the week. So if that is something, we'll do this div. Otherwise, we'll just do an empty fragment. I guess that needed to be up here. Rid of this nonsense. Did I really not need next day of week? How did I not use that? What did I do? Oh, I guess I used it in here. Okay, that's fine. Boom. So I got my stuff from my calendar utils. Got a red over here. Is that okay? All right, let's see how this looks. Like nothing. Okay. Oh yeah, because I'm not using it. So here under this we'll put a drop a div, and we'll just do inside of that div. There's our calendar. Calendar. Say user selected user ID equals selected user dot ID, and our month is our selected month. See how well that worked. It's kind of coding blind there, kind of. Uh, what isn't it like about that? Is it because I didn't use calendar API? I think so. Calendar API just hacked together there. Yeah, because it's just like a string. So we'll just say here. Oh yeah. So here, let's say month. Let's just start with January. Calendar cannot be used. Return type. What? Okay, I guess I gotta wrap that in a fragment inside the calendar. Return. Boom. And then. That right? Still getting an error. No, I guess that's because now because I switched this to month, my month drop down here is all messed up. You can just no, just use this stuff. Month, gonna be a month. That month. I have like a validate month by any chance on the util. Validate. Just do that real quick. Function. Validate month. X is any. Return type is X is month, I guess. Is it asserts X is month? Yeah, I think so. All right, so we'll say if not months X, throw error invalid date X. This way we'll just really just let TypeScript know. Assert month target value. Validate month. Okay. Go. Now TypeScript will know and runtime will know that's a month. All right. Okay. Hey, I mean that's not looking too bad. Clearly, I did a mistake in one place, but March is all fudged. July. Inspect. Nope. Clearly, f that up. Console. All right. Well, let's fix this issue. That one looks obvious. The other one, I'm not sure why only January is working, but we'll figure that out next. Okay. So do it's because of this. It's because of this thing. All right, let's map over here. So we'll say months. Yeah, it's months, map, month, kill that. Value equals month. Should be month. I think I actually don't need that value, right? If it matches the thing on the inside. Check that. All right, I think that no. Validate February. Oh, okay. Yeah. A validate's wrong. If it is not the case that months dot includes X, fresh. It's child in the list. Yeah, that's true. Inside of calendar. What the hell? I wish that was more helpful. I want to put the key on there, React. I just don't know. I guess it must be here. Key month. Did it go away? No, it's still there. Where is it? But yeah, let's get rid of the obvious one and then we'll try to figure that out. So that's was in our calendar. In the calendar. Fifth week. If otherwise that. Close the bracket. There we go. Huh. Why is that the case? Do I have to put it in like a container div? I think so. Div. Close the div. Close the div. I was just making fun of Primogen for doing that same thing I just did. I'm a fraud. All right. Here we'll just do like class equals grid. I think class name is grid. I think that'll be enough. Save us. No. Check render method of calendar. So it's somewhere in the calendar. It doesn't like this. Oh, okay. So here's just like just on the week. I guess. Oh, it keeps trying to reload my StreamYard site. That's weird. Okay. Um. So on this one, just call 7 place item center. I think maybe. Gap 0. I wonder. Oh yeah, so it's not at that level. Actually, the grid pieces are fine. It's like inside of the grid that this is happening. Relative with 10. Why is there just so much space in between there? I'll never know this styles crap. It's gotta be something about the grid, I guess. Place item center. Let's just look at Tailwind for a sec. Tailwind CSS for grid. See, it's like there's space between is being set. Not really. It's not even space between. I guess it's more like no. Maybe it is. Maybe it is because there's stuff on the other side. Let me try like justify start. I guess. Justify start. No. This is just responding. What does relative do? Relative. I don't know. All right. Well, let's see. D24 gray. This all looks good. If I get rid of relative, what happens? Oh, they all they all go over there. Okay, yeah. Because I'm setting them. That's okay. So this is for this div right here. That's actually just for the thing at the top. It's like this one actually that I want to adjust. Up 0. Absolute. But if I get rid of absolute, does that do anything at all? No. Ugh. These styles. Well, everything else looks to be working great, at least. Let's at least do like an H1 at the top of the calendar before we do any of the other nonsense. Give this level H1 month June. Okay, so we'll say class name equals text L XL 5 L June and text center. Yeah, it looks great. And we'll say okay. Top rounded full. Wait, that's what this is. What am I changing? God, I'm hitting undo. don't see what I'm doing. Okay, so I was just messing with that. So I want to get this back, right? Yeah, so that's all fine. That's all good. I want that to be there. Just I just want those things to not be a pain. So really it should be this. Well, I wonder actually. Grid call 7. Yeah, I mean that should be it. Place item center, justify start. Is it maybe align? Align middle? No. Just want them to not have the gap. So I put gap 0. But that's not helping. I wonder if the div, if this div maybe needs something. Class name. Give it like grid with place content center. Grid place content. Hey, now we're cooking. Let's give that header just a little bit of space on the bottom. Just like a little M2. Yeah, that looks good. No clipping there. Okay. So now for each of the events that Jonathan Little has, so the idea is now that we have the dates, we're just going to go through and render inside of this day uh excuse me. So we'll render this, so that should already be there at the top. And then in addition to this, let's call it events for day. And our day will be our month. And then week, day of the week. So it'll be like January 1. Is that how things look right now if we turn this back on? Excuse me. If we turn this back on. Oh, whoa, whoa. I need to throw this in the calendar thing inside of a fragment now, I guess. Oh, app. It's like do a self-closing div. All right, yeah, that's how it looks. Just the month and then the date. Cool. So for each one of these, we'll say let's put it in the actual div. And we'll just say event name. Maybe make that look decent. I don't know. X dot name. Overconfidently. Must the issue burlesque. Wow. Okay. This is actually not that slow. I might need to add more. What's like a React thing for like a tooltip kind of deal? React tooltip. See what's going on here. So React tooltip. How do I use it though? On an example. I'll just skip right to the examples. So this will add an attribute. Use render to static Mac function. Data HTML is true. Oh, here we go. Usage data tip equals hello world tooltip event. Include the React tooltip component. I want a stack blitz of this working. Okay, here we go. Example app React tooltip. Um, Static methods hide and show. I just want it so that'll definitely do it. So it'll show it when I'm moused over. Data tip. Hey. Okay, let's try the sandbox. Maybe this will. Maybe I can make more sense of this. React tooltip. Okay. Yeah. Render. React tooltip. Okay. Is this so? This is that anchor. Okay, so if I get rid of all this, I guess here's the part I don't understand: is do I need where do I need this React tooltip and why? Delete. Get rid of everything else. Okay. If I get rid of everything else, it's fine. If I get rid of the React tooltip, it goes away. Okay, so this is this React tooltip component. That's where we're actually putting stuff, and this just everywhere else. Where's place? Place. Change place. What is place? What is place? Is that like top or bottom? This state. Place is a string. But what is it being set to? I guess I got rid of all that. Place is right. Okay. Okay. So I guess for each one of these, for each one, I'll just have like we'll just do like a little circle. When you highlight it, it will show the tooltip. So like we'll just do the circle with the div. Uh, so just say this is a class name, and we'll say Da, 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 da. Name is blue. Is it BG? This will do red because the thing is blue. Do like red 100. It'll change that. That might look too bad. Radius. Is it border R? What do I do? It's like rounded, rounded full. Nothing on the inside. Then we'll bring in this tooltip. Wrong window. Wrong window. Wrong window. All the wrong windows. Where the one I want go? There you go. All right. So then we'll add React tooltip. And here we'll say data for that, data tip. Just use that. Paste data 4 equals. Just use this again. We'll use this for the ID for our React tooltip component once it's in. Then here we'll say just like a paragraph, I guess, with it in this inside. Or events at X event. And dot name. And here we'll do the React. What is it again? React tooltip. Cover that. Here's someone coming down the stairs. So I'm checking to see if my wife messaged me. No, it must be one of our boys. All right. Okay. So in here, let's put this in a fragment. Now, and place is good types. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Put it to the right, I guess. Type. I don't know. That's info. Effect. What's the possible effects? Float, I guess. Well, it's true. Sure. Can not just take that? All right, let's see if that did what that did. No. I'm still printing the actual name of it, so I don't want to do that. Oh, because this is off. ID equals match. Oh, let's do actually instead of this, we'll say the event .id. That'll be unique. Event.id. We can get rid of the. Yeah. All right. Let's see if that did that do any better. No, it's still showing all the time. What did I do wrong? Data tip equals event name. Say H4 W4 cursor pointer. Something I do. Oh, I bet I gotta just restart the serve. I bet npx nx serve. Gotta restart the serve since we installed a new package. I bet that's all it was. Yeah, it looks like it. There we go. All right. So now we can see. Uh, oh well. Data tip. So we'll just put event name in there. Uh, expressions to have one parent element. What? Yes. Data tip. Do, 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 do. Wonder why that's happening. What did I do wrong? Data tip. I mean, it looks like I should just be able to put. Oh, is it because? Okay, let's try this. Like that, I guess. It's a string and not like JSX. Okay, good. All right, all right. All right, so it's actually like handling all this like a champ. Actually, when we go through, like the idea is, for every day of the month, we're going to get uh, we're going to get the event for that day and do a bunch of stuff with it. So I guess I got to throw more on, because I really want to show the example. So let me actually, I'm going to get rid of all this extra data, all the pre-gen data, and we'll just generate it on inside of our runtime. So we'll do this, but we'll add more users and more events per user, I guess. If that'll get it to slow down. Hit a refresh there. I feel like now it's like way too slow because I just multiplied it by 100 times. Yeah, let's see if I change. Yeah, it's way too slow. Let's try 1,000 and 1,000. Maybe that's a good sweet spot. Fresh. Uh, did I? Wait. Let's try. It's the problem with doing purposely bad code. Fuck things up. I wonder maybe 100 users but 1,000 events. Maybe that's better. I feel like I'm just giving like generating too much data now at runtime. Okay, there we go. Let's get rid of the pre underneath. Pretty sure that's all working fine, so we don't need to like debug that at all. But okay, so if I switch, that's actually like lightning fast. Damn it. So I either go. I wonder if it's just because I was overloading the DOM. Let me try adding. Now that I've taken away the pre, I wonder if the pre was like why the browser was just dying. Is this because there's way too much stuff in there? Let me try 10,000. No. Yeah, try adding more users and less events. Maybe that will be more evident. Now it's like stuck again. I guess that's not going to work very well because it's just going to like it's still over like just flooding the DOM because those options are going to be there in the DOM for our users. So let's keep that there and add more events. I feel like that might be a little better because the events won't necessarily be in the DOM. I feel like that's what's things out. Maybe. No, it's just still just too much data for it. Say 10,000 events per user. Okay, this looks good. I need to change this a little bit, obviously. See if there's any funny ones Faker came up with now. Excitedly concentrate the loyal cocktail. Playfully extrude the excellent Beck. All right. So maybe we can make the dates a little bigger because those go pretty far. Maybe we can make the boxes a little bigger to try to hold them a little better. And I'm also going to try to do this. Going to make it like a grid inside of each date. Get events for date. And here, yeah, wherever we call that. So we'll say div. Instead of the fragment, we'll put it actually in a div. And we'll make that like a grid. Grid class name is grid. Grid call gird. Grid call like 5. Oh, that's not going to help. We need to hoist that up. Hoist this, shove that down. Right? Oh yeah. And then this needs to be a fragment again. Oh yeah. There we go. All right, that's a little better. I mean, it still has the problem. Let's make those boxes just bigger. So that's right here. What are the ones supported by Tailwind? Try like 32. 2. Oh, it's trying to be reactive. So it's already 24. H. Maybe like 36. Let's try 48 and 48. And we'll make it grid calls 10, I guess. There we go. Now when we go to February, it's going to take us a while. Yeah, that's really noticeable. Yeah, it's noticeable. Let's do that too. Because it would be nice to show it on the data tip as well. So here we're saying get that event name. What if we did something like find event? Just to drive home the point. It's like data. I guess over here where we had the function for get events per day. The same thing here. Let's just do function find event by ID. So if this is an ID, it's a string. So this should be a single event, which will look like this, but with a number on there. This will look like the same thing. Only I guess more like this. So I actually don't care about user ID, but I do need to loop through all the users. But if event dot ID is equal to ID, then we're just going to return that. Then if we get all the way to the bottom, we'll throw a new error. Throw new error. Unable to find event with ID. ID. Okay. Squeeze me. Yeah, because I'm still working on that, bro. Chill out. Find event by ID. Event dot ID dot name. All right, this will be more. So now, if I hit refresh, take a while to generate stuff, but then this should take a while to find stuff. Let's go all the way like to the bottom of our list, and now it's gonna take forever for. Okay, that's one of the things I definitely got to do. First of all, it's going to take forever for them to find it for her. What the hell? Oh, critically buttonhole. I thought this said butthole. Really buttonhole the ecstatic swirl. Okay. Certainly. Yeah, I definitely need to, just the way this thing is optimized, I need to make sure in the video I drop down to the bottom of the list. I don't know why it's so easy for it to pick these things up, actually. I guess maybe because it's like, I guess React is eagerly finding this stuff. That's why it takes a little while longer too, I guess. Like it's coming up instantly. I was hoping there would be like a noticeable delay here to show the tooltip. But what's happening is it's getting eagerly loaded in. Just as soon as we check the user, it's going to go in and fill in. Well, first it's going to like draw all the different days. Then it's going to fill in for each one of those days already the markup and the markdown. Yeah, the markup. Let's put a gap in there too, real quick on the on here. So we'll say gap y of 2. Does that not work? For sure that would work. Am I? Oh, I'm still trying to load her stuff. I guess. Okay, that's too much. Put a gap of 1. Gap y1. Save. Fresh. Nope. Do 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 do. All right, that looks good. Dearly Imagineer the grandiose culture. Dawn is interesting folk. I feel like I will try. I feel like I want to try this too. Um, I think the idea here. I'll take my app. I actually want to make this like 2 different things here. I guess we'll have calendar and we'll have like better calendar. That'll just like make a duplicate. Okay, like is there a duplicate? Duplicate. Copy. I guess that's good enough. Paste. Rename better calendar. Just want to make sure if we once we refactor uh that things actually work better. Okay, and then better calendar, selected user. Grab the same stuff, paste it in, close it. All right, so we'll make our better calendar better, just for how we get the events for the day. So, um, we'll just have a. I guess we'll do like a use memo just to memoize how we're going to like index this stuff by user and then by date. We'll just use like a pipe to create the index for that. So we'll say constant data equals use memo. Uh, then how does the API like this work? So this will return, and then we'll need a dependency list. So the dependency list is just like data. Call this indexed data. We'll just do it once, I guess. we'll say data dot. We'll just loop through all of our, we'll say constant index is a record of string to an event. Excuse me. Client. How did we do this? Find client data users. Yeah, so we want it to be an array. So we'll grab that for our use memo. Initialize it with an empty string. So that's going to be our hash map. And then we'll say for user of users of data dot users. Then we'll say for constant event of user dot events. I guess we want to do it like user pipe. I guess, and this would be indexed data by user ID and date. And then we'll have another one, context const indexed events by ID. This will be like very similar, just like slightly different. Okay, so once we have all of the users and all of the events, we'll say if there isn't something yet at our index dot, so constant index key equals event dot, or actually user dot ID type event dot date. If there's no index at that index key, index key equals event. Otherwise, index key dot push the event. All right. Index. Okay. And then like we'll just return the index. Same thing here. So I'm just going to copy everything inside of this. Use memo. We do it once. Inside here, we'll dump events number. So let's just genericize. I think we can do that. Genericize use memo. It should infer it. Let's just do like this, and we'll just say oh no, I do want this. Yeah, I do want that. So we'll just say here index key is trivial, so we can get rid of that. We'll just say index event ID equals event. And we'll just return at the bottom the index. That should be it. Okay. So now when it comes to our really good one, our better calendar, when we get events for day is just simply a matter of returning index data by user ID and date by the same thing we did to format right here. Where do we format that? Right there. Here. This is just day. Ooh, that's my normal resolution. That's not what I use for streaming, even when no one's watching. Okay. Cannot find named user. Why? Okay. Oh yeah. Selected user ID. Okay. That should be it. And then for finding the events by ID, we'll say constant event equals data indexed. What do I call that use memo? Indexed events by ID. Indexed events by ID. ID. If not, event. Otherwise, return the event. All right, I think that should be it. Doesn't like that. If I refresh, cancel. Nope. Okay, so runtime errors where we can't read map in some places. Oh. Events for day. You just say empty array. Maybe all we need. All right. I wonder if I can get these like let's put them in a grid. Maybe make them a little smaller. So we can compare the two really easily at the app level. So here we'll say class name grid call to. Probably just have to make that GERD. I always do that, I swear. All right, refresh. No, what did I do wrong now? Inspect. I guess it's just because they're overflowing. Okay, yeah, that's all right. So we'll go to both calendar and here. Try 36. Maybe leave height at yeah, let's do that. We'll say height at 48. Say width is 24, so they're just taller. Um, and make this like a 5 down here. 5. And I'll have to do that on the better one too. 24. 5 columns. Oh, I did the wrong way. Height 48 and width 24. Still not enough. I have to make it the height even bigger and the width even smaller, I think. So we'll say height 64 and width 20. Height 64. A little cramped. I might have to go down to 4 columns. Okay, that should definitely fit. So let's see what's going on. Inspect. Grid. So really, yeah, okay. Something about that I just don't like. Grid, place content, center. I guess that's why. Maybe just set like a width on this to just clamp it down, I guess. I don't know. There's probably a better way to do that with styling. I just don't know. So we'll just say, I don't know what to Google for that kind of crap either. But we'll just say for the calendar at the top level, set a width, explicit width, width 80, maybe. That one's right. Yeah, that one's still taking up the whole time. So we'll say width on the better is 80 as well. That should get them together at least. Or if, what? Call? Should it be just calls? Is that really all it was? Yeah, it should have been calls. Damn it. All right, there we go. So let's get rid of now. Maybe try if we get rid of the 80. Does that help? Yeah, okay. All right. Now we're zoomed all the way out. So let's just get back to normal. If we made this 48, that's just too big. That's too big. Let's try 24. That's more reasonable. I feel like that looks good. Do it on the better one too. 24. All right. So the hope is that when we go down to one of these, one of them takes a while, the other one's really quick. I feel like we might need to do the better one first. So we can see that one update immediately and then the other one take a while. So as it stands, it's like, it's not great. They're both taking a long time. That's not what I wanted to do. I think I feel like if we show the better one first, we'll see how snappy that one can be compared to the other one. Let's find out. Yeah, they're both. I feel like what's happening is, I hope what's happening, I don't know React that well, but I hope what's happening is the render for the two is actually one than the other. Uh, so we can actually see. Hopefully, what I'm hoping by putting this one first is this one will go lightning quick, and the other one will take a while. So let me hit the refresh. It's not looking promising by this. Yeah, they're both showing up at the same time. Dang it. All right. At least if we do this, let's see. So let's make sure the better calendar is better. Maybe I can do them like side to side in like two different browsers. Yeah. So that's like pretty quick. I guess that's the way I'll have to do it. I'll have to do like the two different ones in two different browsers. March. Is this one still taking a while? I wonder. Looks like it's still taking a while. Yeah, it's taking a little bit. Um, taking a little bit. Obviously, less time than the other one, but that should be. I would have thought it would be quicker. I guess there's just enough things to render that it actually does matter. But let's see. Better change. Anything else? Event by ID. Week. I think that's it. Yeah. I don't know if I can do that much better. Let's try it. I'm going to try doing the sample data. So adjust this down to 1,000, 100 times 1,000. Then if we go down to the bottom, we'll do like 48 by 48 again. Because we won't need that many. But let's just make sure it's noticeably bad now for the regular calendar. I think I'll be done. All right. That was pretty quick. Man, I thought it would be so much more evident with at the scale. Calendar. Some month dates. Get events for day. Yeah, I mean, so we're looping through every single user and every single event. I wonder if I am recalling that use memo for some reason in Better Calendar that I didn't think I was. Try maybe saying some breakpoints, but it should be like it shouldn't matter really. These of the week. It really shouldn't matter. Uh that there's so many more events because they should just be indexed as soon as the component gets initialized inside of those used memos, and they should just be a constant time lookup for everything else from there. I guess you are still drawing several events to the screen, but it's not that many. I guess maybe a little bit. It's maybe like 100, but I wouldn't have thought that would be that much. Events per day. Maybe let me try 1,000. So before we had 100 users and 1,000 events. Let me try just switching that. It's out of sample data. So 1,000 users. Oh wait, was it 10,000 users? Let's try that. Okay. So there's like a whole lot of stuff in here. But if we go to this, pretty much instant. I think one thing too we can do is just set 2 different yeah. Let's do that. Oh wait. That's just the that was the bad calendar. That should be slow. Why is it not slow? Get events for day, push events. So it's literally should be on every time something changes there. For the selected user ID or the month, it should be taking a long time. Find event by ID, and this should be taking a ridiculously long time as well. Wonder if we did. So I guess yeah. I guess we do have to do in here. We'll do 100 times 10,000. 100 users times 10,000 events. Mm. I just think should be. I wonder if we should just be like looping. No, 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 no. All right. Yeah. All right. We'll put these both back in. And we'll just put a wrapper div around this. Div. And we'll move the month and user drop down to in there. Then we'll have like a separate one for our other. Oh, I actually need to do one more. Yeah. Then we'll create a second one for our second calendar. So our worst calendar. If and then drop that in there, and then we'll just say select month worse selected user worse selected user worse worse. All right. Cool. So when I click here to get to Timmy, did that go? I don't even know. December. December. Okay. All right. Oh, is it doing something weird? Because these look victoriously cock the last inverse. Is that the same as over here? Yeah, something's going wonky here. Oh yeah. Selected user worse. Selected month worse. Okay. So let's try this again. Hit a refresh. All right, let's try this. So the better one should be the one on the left. So when I go to their December, goes relatively quickly. When I go to this person's December, it should go really, really slowly. Ah, it's the same. Why is it the same? uh let's try, okay, inside of our better calendar, inspect. So we'll try inside of our better calendar. P better calendar. Inside of this use memo right here. So I want to make sure it's only being called once. Huh. Kill this one. Inspect. P to better calendar. Yeah, it should be set. All right, so let's just hit a refresh. I think it's just too much memory. Maybe I cut it in half. Yes, Windows just dead. Hmm. Very sus. I wonder if it's just that I would have thought naturally. Yeah, I think I've just got to do it in two different windows. Let's see if I can do that. So we'll just like push this down. Maybe I'll make like a React lib real quick. So I'll generate a React lib, call it calendars. Yeah. And then we'll throw in the calendars. Like we'll copy our better calendar and our worst calendar and do that. And then we'll have like a calendar and a better calendar. We can serve them both at the same time. So I'm going to take this and just drag it into calendars. Calendars, source, lib, boom. Move. Same with regular calendar. No. Move. No. Guess I need to do the sample data in there too. Yeah, let's do that. Sample data, yes. No. Calendar utils. I guess we need interfaces in there too. Move. No. Do. Calendar utils down here too. Move. Nope. All right. Lexit now. And now from here, so we'll just have the bad calendar from at calendar. What do I call this? Yes, path calendar app. I thought so. Why wasn't it finding it? Um, they have the index export. Better, lib, better, and I guess we'll call this one better calendar props. Okay, now restart, I guess. Oh, we're gonna have to do that from, so export the same from calendar utils and interfaces and sample data. Export star from lib calendar utils sample data and nope. Faces. Go. State month. Get all those things in. Data. All right. We balling? I have to restart the serve. Serve. Cool. And we'll quickly gen another app. React. Call this one better calendar. Inside a better calendar, we just take all this, paste, just for here. So this is the better one. So we'll use, get rid of this div and that div. Use the better calendar and get rid of everything else. Go. That. Or that. That calendar. Rid of better calendar. Hopefully this is nice and noticeable. So same thing, get rid of everything below that. And we'll just switch that calendar up there to the regular bad calendar. Calendar. Kill. Cool. All right, and now over here, we'll say nx serve better calendar. Right, what? Oh, port 4201. Uh-huh. 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 Okay. 1, 2, better local host 42. Oh. I guess we need to add TypeScript, or not TypeScript, but Tailwind to the other one. Generate Tailwind React for refresh. Generate. Guess I gotta get rid of that thing. Tailwind. Have it now? Yeah. Okay. Run it. Probably need to cancel that and restart it. I don't know. Maybe didn't need to do that, but it did take that long. There we go. Okay. They do have different data now. Kill this one. Go to October. Calendar. Well, it's just not noticeably worse, I guess, is what I'm finding, which I am shocked by. I must be confused about something, but I'm going to have to go to bed here soon. Let me just give it a few more minutes and we'll get out of here. But what do I have for my sample data right now? Let's try 10,000 like we had before. So refresh. It really should be that this one is so much faster. It should be obviously noticeable. December, boom. And here we go to December. It's like maybe more noticeable. It should be like so much more noticeable. And this should be so fast. I wonder if the rendering just takes so much longer. I'm trying to think what I could do to make it more obvious. Well, maybe can I actually inspect now? Is it going to still just not like me because I'm just there's too much stuff in memory? Don't print. I just want the source. Better calendar. All right. If I hit that and I refresh, I feel like it's going to get stuck again. Maybe I just turn it down and then try to do that. So really just it doesn't like running the debugger with, I guess, that much stuff in memory. Let's just turn it down to 100 times 100 on the sample data. Local 200 kill. Inspect. All right. I feel like if just the better one was that much snappier, it would make more sense. So I'm wondering if use memo is just not working the way I thought. So I'm hoping, at least at this point. All right, if I hit a refresh, hit it there. Oh wait. Should have totally hit that breakpoint. I don't know what the heck it's talking about. Why didn't I hit the breakpoint? Is there an error? Calendar. For calendar event. Oh, I guess this one needs a key. Key equals div event key. That and drop that into here. Key equals tooltip. Cool. Let's just do the same thing over for the better calendar. To get rid of all of our errors. Wait, is this the worst calendar? Oh yeah, they're both on 4200, 201. Huh. Oh yeah, it's getting called twice. Then for other people, it's not getting called. For other months, each child in the list should have a unique key prop. It's still happening. Did I not do it for better? Better calendar key. Yeah, that has a key. Can I put an idea on a fragment? Or a key on a fragment? I mean, that should be fine. Maybe it is that. Yeah, I mean, that should be fine. The key should be unique. Um, everything we map in there, that's got a key. That's got a key. I don't know. Key equals. Is that a thing? Oh, maybe, I guess. No. Does this I can do like fragment? Yeah, that's what I need. Let's try that. Closing tab. Oh, put on the wrong side. I mean, it's getting called twice. I think that's because of the debug thing. But if I go to someone else, Cartwright. So go to the bottom person here. It's pretty snappy here in the worst one. All right, let me try setting the sample data up. Maybe I wonder if maybe React is memoizing some of the stuff itself. I don't think it would be smart enough to. Let me try doing on the worst one. Inspect the calendar. Calendar. Just want to make sure we're actually like iterating inside of here. So I changed to hope. I have to do this like a whole bunch of times. I'd have to do it, and it's gonna have to do that once per each. Yeah, this would be like 30 times 100 times 100. Should be like a lot. I guess 300,000. That this 300,000 times this thing should have to run, and it's handling it like a champ. Let me fix the fragment thing for the calendar. Fragment key equals event ID. We can get rid of this key, and this should be fragment. Okay. Go into that one. Blazingly fast. And this one's like not that slow. We try just doing like inside of here we're going to just put a counter. I just want to make sure it is how many I think it is, you know? Just put like a let I equals 0. Then inside of here, just because this should be redonkulously high, console.log I plus plus. Yeah, it's like it should be 300,000. I don't know why it was going so fast through those before. Putting the console log is obviously going to make it like a bit longer too, but maybe that's what I need to do for the videos. Put the console log in. Guess we'll see around 600,000 because of the because of that whatchamacallit, the strict mode. A little less than 200,000. But now when I go to November, I mean that's slow. When I go to November here, okay, and that's finally finished. Like this is what I was expecting to see all the time without having to bring in the oh geez, I killed the dev tools. Hit a refresh. Wait. If I go here to November. Let me do this too. I mean, it's yeah, fair enough. Like that should be costly, but let's put something like that inside of the better one too, just to make it fair. So we'll say here because we're still doing like a significant amount of stuff with that loop inside of the indexed events. Yeah, like for each one of these, this should be not trivial. So console.log plus here. That's a fair fight. Um, so if I hit that again, so it does it 220,000 times over here. That's because we have uh 10,000 total, 100 times 100 total things. But after that, we should never see it go up again. It's just like Yeah. And this should be like ridiculously slow. Yeah, okay. That's more like it. That's more like it. All I had to do is write to November. See, instant, instant, instant. Expect. It's already done 42 million operations over here. Here it's like, let's get rid of the console log there. In both apps, app console log and better app. Slightly on change console log. Well, refresh. Okay, so they're both refreshed. So we put them into July and put this one into July. What the hell? September. All right, it's going fast now. July, December, and this should take a whole long time. Move this one to December. Yeah, it's like I guess it's like the JavaScript panic from the other browser is actually affecting this one. March, just because there's so many operations going on in the bad one I've got going. All right, I'm gonna clean it up, I guess. Put it up to Discord's, or not to Discord, but to GitHub, and we'll get this one packaged up. If you just joined, let me know if you got any questions. But yeah, it was a fun stream. I had a fun time doing some of the stuff. Anything new? Fireship. Nope. All right, so we'll just make a new repo public. We'll call this yes, fixing DVs. Good and bad calendars. Cool. Create the repo. We'll push it up. To git add commit the stream. Good and bad examples work as expected. Oh. Now we'll figure out. Just push that up. Add. Push you origin master. Huh? It won't let me to push to master anymore. Add origin. Huh. Set you origin main. Oh no, I guess it's because NX is doing main by default. Oh, does NX not generate a README anymore? It does not. I wonder if that's is intended. Did all of our stuff? No, the libs still generate readmes. I have to bring that up to NX sometime, or NX team. The app didn't generate a README, but the lib did. Yeah, that's definitely inconsistent. At the very least. All right. I guess I gotta add my own README then. Had a README. Go to event calendars to run. I'm using this for the repo as an example for an upcoming video for my YouTube to see the bad calendar. So lookups run x serve calendar to and go to HTTP localhost 4200. See a better calendar. Run the command px nx serve better calendar and go to HTTP localhost one port equals 4201. There you go. Let me throw this on to Twitter. Wrap up. Oh no. Just wrapping up the stream. Everything we did up to there. Check it out if you get a chance. If you want to get a sneak for the next bit. Yep. Edit. Hey! Look at that. I just edited a tweet. Fancy. All right. Ah. Where's that Bugs Bunny thing? No. Bugs Bunny. uh, that's great. All right. Anything else on Twitter? As it should. Honestly, shouldn't need the commercial anymore. All right. Anything else? More followers. Yay. Uh, nice. I actually am surprised. I didn't know. I didn't know that's what it looked like. I saw other people posting something else for the screenshot for when you bought it. Uh, so yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks to Caleb. All right, I'm wrapping up the stream. Catch y'all later.